Well, it's probably the first spring day, if not calendar-wise, then certainly weather-wise, in Warsaw of 2014. It's actually a day off in Russia today because the 8th of March fell on a Saturday, so they give us a day off on Monday. So obviously I'm in Warsaw and I have the chance to catch up on, because it's not a holiday here, so I get the chance to catch up on załatwianie sprawy, as it's called, sorting out issues. So that's what I've been doing. Got my hair cut with the famous Pani Ula, same one that you saw if you've been watching the channel, shaving my beard one time. Uncle Davey gets his beard shaved off if you want to look at it, see who I went to have my hair cut by. Anyway, it's nice, certainly nice weather, and this area here is all that fan zone. If you remember the big series I did during the Euro thing, this is all cordoned off and turned into the fan zone, as it were, for the including most of this building here, the thingamajig, what I call Stalin's building, the Palace of Culture and Science, became, as it were, a centre for media and what have you for the Euro thing as well. And all this area here was fans and big television screens and things. We had boarded up at this point people who hadn't got an access to the fan zone were outside of it. People that were inside of it, well, they were a captive audience for anybody selling the goods, and it was only certain goods that were allowed to be sold inside of it. It was like a football ghetto. Warsaw's famous for ghettos, and that was like a football version of the ghetto. Thankfully very temporary, and nobody got seriously hurt. As I noted during the series, probably some people actually, instead of losing their lives, probably certain people actually began their cellular life on the evenings after certain matches, bearing in mind the inebriated state of some of the female fans. So a good time was had by all, you might say. I certainly wouldn't like to necessarily be the little baby that was, or one of the little babies, many probably, that were conceived that time, or on those particular evenings. But I can think of more auspicious circumstances to begin one's cellular existence. But nevertheless, here you see I'm walking towards Złote Tarasy, which is, well, you can see the interesting curves of that black glass there. Let me just focus up onto it. That's the roof window of the actual shopping area, and the shops go as well into the bases of the offices all around, but that almost like spills, the glass roof almost spills out of it like, well, it's something like molten lava, or if you like, it almost looks like a reclining human body with sort of like bulges showing, depending on what it's almost like the lava flowing out of a glacier at the moment, when you look at the way that it falls down almost to the earth. And then you've got other interesting shapes on some of these buildings that have been added in even since then. In order to get to where I need to go, I should be more likely to use the tunnel, but given the lovely warm weather, I'd rather stay above ground, actually, for a moment, and it'll be more interesting as well for filming. There's not really well, that's where the crossing is. I didn't go to the right place for the crossing. Yellow means temporary anyway. That's a pretty central part of Warsaw. There's the Hard Rock Cafe, so you can imagine that doesn't go into the outskirts of anywhere. I've been to a few Hard Rock cafes, including the one at Niagara Falls. Come on. That's the central station. Central Railway Station. That's what they say always on the bus. Some Polish guy who's obviously spent time in a certain part of England was asked to put the voice on for it, so he goes perfectly good Polish, Dworzec Centralny or Warszawa Centralna, and then Central Railway Station. So that seems to be Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses are out in force.
Once again?
The Jehovah's Witnesses
Yes.
are out in force, I see. Okay, well there we go.
Mamy tam coś po angielsku, dziewczyny z tyłu.
It's okay, I'm familiar with your doctrines.
Aha.
Ja znam wasze nauki.
And this is a website. if
Tak,
you want to
tak, ale to
check anything.
raczej nie będę, bo wasze pojęcie Jehowy to nie zawiera tego prawdziwego Jehowę, jakim jest Jezus Chrystus. Jezus Chrystus jest Jehowa.
No Biblia uczy inaczej.
Nie. Proszę mnie pokazać jeden raz, kiedy Jezus Chrystus mówi do swojego Ojca Jehowa.
No rzeczywiście takiego fragmentu nie ma, kiedy Jezus
Tak, bo on
mówi
sam jest,
bezpośrednio.
on by nazywał swojego Ojca własnym swoim imieniem. Proszę o tym pomyśleć.
Ale kiedy mówi Ojcze, to nie wystarczy, żeby rozróżnić, że to są dwie osoby.
Tak, a ten, który nosi imię Jehowę, to jest właśnie Jezus Chrystus.
No ma pan prawo tak myśleć.
No to ja tak to czytam, no więc to ja mam wersję Biblii, który nie został przekładany z jeszcze nakładaną warstwę teologii już od góry nakładane. Ja mam ten, który został przekładany od Greki. Tak, no oczywiście. I jeżeli ja mam wątpliwości, to ja idę do Greki, prawda? Dziękuję. Okay, well you've got to give them some truth. Somebody else is going to start whining that I photographed Jehovah's Witnesses without them knowing it. But you know, if you're out on the street, that's what happens. I've got a perfect right to discuss things on the street with people. They're out there in public witnessing, so they've got to accept it. Anyway, they all had heavy sunglasses on. So. Anyway, one place I probably can't film is inside of here, but I certainly filmed the architecture coming down almost to the baseline here, and you can see what I mean by it. It's a very nice place anyway. I like to come to sort my matters out here because, for shopping wise, because I know where everything is, and there's quite a lot here, unlike the place I went yesterday, which seemed to be lacking in a lot of things. Okay, and you've got a straight run through to the station as well, without going outside, which is useful for the winter.